everyone, welcome to my channel. Susan's Just Making It. I'm Susan, and as always, I'm here making stuff, messes, chaos, and just trying to make it through life. If you've been here before, welcome back, and if this is your first time watching, welcome to my channel. Hope everyone's doing great, and if you like today's video, a thumbs up's always appreciated. So we're gonna do something a little bit different today, kinda, sorta. First of all, I'm gonna do a quick look with another palette that I got from TEMU. I did a look with one palette and shared my opinion. I thought I would do another one because you really can't form much of an opinion with just one of them. So I'm going to talk to you guys while I do a quick eyeshadow look with this palette. I'm using the retro one, and I paid around $1.30 for this palette on the TEMU app. What I want to talk about today is I've been meaning to get this video up sooner than now, so that the message can get out there, but better late than never, I guess. So what I want to talk about is that I think we need to do better. And what I mean by that is we are in the holiday season, and it's supposed to be a season of like goodwill and giving. I'm not really going to say much about what I'm doing because I want to concentrate on what I want to talk about. It's supposed to be a season of giving and goodwill and joy and stuff like that. And a lot of us do so, like we're out buying gifts and stuff for our family. We're spending time with our loved ones and things like that, which is great and stuff like that. But I think sometimes we need to look outside of that during the holiday season, and not just in the holiday season. It's something we should be doing all the time anyway, but more so during the holidays, I think. Now, I'm sure a lot of my viewers are on both sides of this. I will admit I've been blessed. I am blessed. I have beautiful grown children that are healthy and have shown a lot of growth and maturity over the last couple years. My health is generally well. I'm not in a position where I'm facing homelessness or going hungry. I pretty much have what I need and want. I've been blessed. I have people that care about me and love me and, you know, check up on me and are concerned about my well-being. But what I want to focus on, well, first of all, I think we need to be grateful if we are in a good place in the holiday season, that we're able to spend time with our loved ones and do what we would like for them materialistically, and that we're, you know, going to have dinners with them and make good memories. I think we need to take a moment to be grateful for that. But what I want to focus on is talking about the people that don't have that during the holiday season. I have a mental health diagnosis. I've been transparent about that on my channel, and even though I'm in a good place, you know, as far as my physical needs and my health, and my mental health is doing relatively well right now. But even with that being said, I'm struggling right now. I'm stressed. I'm overwhelmed. I'm feeling the stress of the holiday season in the upcoming year and things I know I want to achieve in the coming year. So, you know, I'm struggling. I border on, I'm teetering on depression a little bit because of being overwhelmed. Stress brings on my depression. That's, you know, my thing. But it's not about me. I want to talk about that we need to do better. We need to be there for the people that aren't as blessed as we are during the holiday season. I'm going to start off with people that suffer with their mental health. If you have someone, a family member, a friend that you know struggles with their mental health, now is the time of year to really be there for that individual. And we need to be there for them. Most of these individuals are not going to reach out if they're struggling. A lot of people that suffer from depression, this is one of the loneliest times of the year for them. If they don't have someone close to them in their life that's looking out for them, they're probably really suffering right now. Like I said, most of them won't ask for help or reach out because it's a sign of weakness, or they don't want to bother people when when everyone is busy this time of year and spending time with their family and loved ones. So if you know somebody who's in that situation, reach out to them. Even if you think they're doing okay, make sure you ask them if they're doing okay, and get out of yourself a little bit and sacrifice some of that time with your family and friends to you know, maybe spend time with that person and be there for them, because most of you are probably already aware a lot of people suffer from depression much more this time of year, and the suicide rate goes up tremendously this time of year. And I totally understand that. This holiday season, I'm in a pretty good place. I have friends and family that I've been blessed to be a part of my life this time of year, and I'm in a pretty good place overall. But there have been years that it has been really rough on me. I've been in really bad financial spots. Stuff has been going on in my life that I've been really struggling with, and it is hard to reach out when you're in that place, because people are busy, you know, shopping and getting prepared for the holiday and making plans to spend time with family and friends, and everybody's kind of frenzied. So I think a lot of people that struggle, and I've done this in the past, you don't want to reach out because you don't want to bother people when they're already frantic and have a lot on their plates. But I think it's our job, if we're in a good place and we know someone who might be struggling, we need to reach out and be there for that person, whether it's sending a card, making a phone call, a pop-in visit, letting them know that you're available to them if need be. Not only that, during the holidays, a lot of mental health services, people are on their winter break, their holiday break. So yeah, people that are struggling need us more than ever this time of year. So if you know somebody who might be in a bad place, try to be there for them. You know, that can be your Christmas present to them. Another population that really has a rough time this time of year that we need to try to be there for are a lot of the elderly. Some of our elderly are blessed enough to have family that include them in the holidays, but there are a lot of people in nursing homes and facilities that don't get a lot of company from their family. Their family just gets too busy and kind of forgets about them. It's a very lonely time of year for them. And I think it's very sad the way our elderly population is treated in this country. They were once young, vibrant, functioning individuals that have a story to tell, and I think society kind of casts them to the side sometimes, and I think that's a real tragedy. It's really sad to me. But if you know somebody who, an older person that might need that extra support, or if you have the time, not even if you have the time, make the time to go visit a nursing home. And you know, the staff is aware of who gets visits and who don't. Ask them if you can do something, if you can maybe somebody that doesn't get a lot of visitors, you know, spend the day, take them some cookies and spend the day with them, play cards with them, ask them about their family, about what their life was like, anything. Some of these people do not get much in the way of visitors, and they that would be the best gift they could get, for somebody to take the time out of their day to spend with them. With that being said, it's not only the elderly in the facilities. If you have an elderly person in your neighborhood and you know that they don't have family close by and don't get a lot of company, if you're baking cookies for your family anyway, why not take a plate over to them? And not just knock on the door, here's you some Christmas cookies. Try to spark up conversation with them. Clear your afternoon so you can actually spend a couple hours with them. The same type of thing, you know. See if they want to play cards, put a puzzle together. There's a lot of people that are just very lonely this time of year, and I feel like if you are able to take the time to reach out to these people, that's one of the best forms of giving this time of year. We live in a society that is so commercialized and so materialistic, and that's really not what the holiday season should be about. It should be about making memories, blessing other people, spending time with people, reaching out to those that are in need. You know, too many, I don't know how I'm going to say this without really sounding offensive by saying it, but too many people think, oh, the holidays is just about buying all your family and friends the best gifts and spending time just with your family and friends. It's really about fellowship. You know, we need to not, I think as like a whole, we need to get out of ourselves. The world would be such a nicer place if people took the time to get outside of themselves, I guess, and give of themselves. You know, you take some of these people that I'm talking about, and they're going to appreciate the time you take so much more than if you just stop by with a gift or something like that. People need each other a lot during the holiday season, and I think it's our responsibility as a human being to try to be there for those people that need us. Another thing is the homeless population during this time of year. It's a really rough time of year for them as well. The winter is out there right now, and these people don't have a lot of the things we take for granted. And I'm not talking about just shelter, which is the biggest thing when you think about homeless people, that these people are out on the street in the elements when the weather is not the best this time of year. Maybe, I'm not saying go out and find a homeless person and bring them home to have dinner with you or give them a place to stay. No, that's not realistic. But if you have the means to do so, and you can either do it on your own or know of a charity or a facility that would help you with this. I've seen where a lot of people will make like little care packages for men and women with hygiene items, you know, stuff for soap, shampoo, shaving supplies, lip balm, cough drops, snacks, a pair of gloves, for women, sanitary products. If you're in a town that you know where a lot of homeless people congregate, make them up and pass them out. Or take them to an agency that does that. Even if you donate toothpaste, toothbrushes, that's a way to give back during the holidays. I saw an idea which I would really love to do, but I don't know how practical it is where I live. I crochet, and I see where some people will crochet or knit scarves and just tie them around a tree or like fence post with a little note, you know, for people to help themselves if they need scarves, you know, or they've done it with the hats and gloves and stuff like that. You know, maybe somebody might need something like that, but they're too prideful to ask or go to a charity. But if it's kind of just there, maybe when no one's looking, they don't feel so bad, you know, taking advantage of that opportunity. It's just a few ideas, you know, I'm throwing out there. I guess my basic message is, you know, instead of the holidays being about all the best gifts and just the fellowship with our close family and friends, I think it's our duty during this time of year, and if you're able to do it all year, better yet, to reach out to those that need us. Not so much for materialistic things, but for things that mean so much more than that. Like I said, I've suffered with my mental health through the years tremendously, and more than someone bringing me a gift, there were times if someone just reached out to me, it would have really meant the world to me. And there's a lot of people out there that really, really need that, especially if they've lost a loved one during this year. I'm sure most people know of somebody that's in one of those categories, either suffering with their mental health, an elderly person that doesn't have family close by, or someone who's struggling financially or otherwise. And that's another thing too, if you have a neighbor or something, a family that's not doing well financially, A lot of people are too prideful to ask for help. Now, there's some people I'll give you, they'll take anything you'll hand them and not think twice about it. But there are still some people that have pride and will not ask or reach out. So if you know somebody that needs help, but maybe they have too much pride to reach out, do it anonymously. If you want to gift them with cash, put it in their mailbox in an envelope. You know, they're going to check their mail. If they have children, you know, take hats and gloves and a couple of toys, leave them on their porch at nighttime. They'll find them in the morning when they take the kids to school. Even groceries, as long as it's not something that's going to be bothered with being outside, the same thing. Go after dark and leave a couple bags of groceries on their porch. Ring the doorbell and run away, or you know, in the wee hours so they'll find it in the morning. Also with places like Amazon and all the Instacarts, you can even use that avenue. One thing that I wish I had taken advantage of more at the time, but I wasn't in the same place that I am now with some of my thoughts. I worked at McDonald's for 5 years, and there would be I know it's older men more than older women, but we had a group of older men that would come in the morning and get a cup of coffee, and they'd be there and they'd get their refills. They'd be there for hours visiting with each other. Okay, one thing about that is that was wonderful. They had each other to have fellowship. That was great. And that's just what they would do in the morning. You know, they were retired. That's what they did. They were the regulars. They'd come in and they'd drink their coffee together. But you know what? Once in a while we'd have an elderly old man that was there all by himself that would come in and nurse coffee for the morning. If you see that kind of person, I mean, I happened to work there, so I had the advantage that I knew, you know, that they came in every day and were by themselves, you know. But even if you're at a McDonald's, a Burger King, something like that, Wendy's, no matter what time, breakfast, lunch, dinner, and you notice an elderly person or somebody that you can obviously tell is down on their luck a little bit, and you want to do something nice for them, go right up to that counter and buy a gift card, whatever you can afford, $5, $10, $15, $20, whatever. You know what your budget is. You don't even have to say anything. Just on your way out, go and put it on their table and leave. You'd be surprised. I mean, it may to you be something small, like $10 may not be anything to you, but to that old elderly person that comes in there every morning I forgot to put a line under my eyes, that comes in every day and nurses her coffee. Just think how many coffees that is. A lot of these people on Social Security don't have a lot of money. Maybe that's all they can manage to skim out of their budget, is that cup of coffee every morning. And a lot of people do it. A lot of these elderly people, they're like, well, you know, why do they just come in there and sit by themselves? Some of them don't have family. Even though they don't have company there, they're around people. Some of them do it just to be around other people, even if they don't have somebody sitting at their table with them. So maybe all they can do is squeeze out that couple dollars a day for their coffee to be around other people. But with a gift card, that's more cups of coffee, or maybe they can get a breakfast sandwich or a lunch sandwich instead of just their coffee. I'm not here to tell people what to do or how to live. I just what anyone does is entirely up to them, and I'm not trying to preach or anything, because I'm not perfect by any means. I don't always take advantage of these opportunities, but when I'm able to, I try to, when it's within my means. I guess the biggest message I'm trying to share is that this is most of the people I think that are watching, I can't speak for everyone, I'm just making an assumption here, but I'm assuming that most people watching this video right now may be struggling, but when it comes down to it, if you really look at it, I'm sure you'll admit that you are blessed, that you have what you need, and you have people that love you that you can spend the holiday with. I guess what I'm saying is those of us that are blessed in that way, maybe we need to try harder to be what someone else that doesn't have that needs. I guess is what I'm trying to say. And a lot of people think that if they can't do these huge gestures, that it's not good enough. The smallest thing is better than nothing. You know, even if you're only able to do one small thing and make a difference for one person, sometimes that's enough. Don't feel like you can't do anything if you can't do these outstandingly wonderful things. Sometimes if you can just make one person's day or make a difference to one person, you've done good enough. And I don't know, it's just, you'd be amazed at what difference the smallest thing can make to someone. You may not think it makes a difference, but it does. That's why I always try to, when I'm out and about, and again, I'm not always good about it because everybody has their days. When I pass somebody in the store, unless it's like really hectic and I'm just having a bad day, I try to smile at people. You may be the only person that smile at them, you know. It doesn't cost you anything. Being a decent human being doesn't cost you a penny. Not a penny. It doesn't really take you out of your way or inconvenience you. So if you think that, oh, I'm not capable of making a difference, or I can't, maybe you're not doing that well and you can't eke out $5 or $10 to help anybody. Whatever you can do, a kind word, a smile, holding the door open for somebody, getting something off a high shelf. The holiday season is not about the presents and stuff. It's about being there for your fellow man. It's about fellowship. It's about giving. You know, I don't know, like I said, I'm not trying to preach. I'm just trying to maybe put that little mustard seed, if you will, in somebody's mind that maybe, you know, seeing this video, maybe something will come to mind that you're willing to do, or that maybe you didn't think that, you know, oh, maybe I am being all about myself and my family, and maybe somebody will come to mind that you can reach out to. Like I said, if you know somebody who's not doing well, they're probably not going to ask for help or reach out. It's our job to reach out to them. Do what you can. Doesn't have to be anything big, just do what you can. I think that's what the Christmas and holiday season is all about. So I don't really have much more to say because I don't want to preach on this subject. I just really did want to throw that out there, that a small gesture can really be a blessing to someone this time of year. And don't necessarily leave it for this time of year. Try to be that way all year if you're able to. So anyway, as you saw, I did use this palette. I used some mattes, I used some shimmers. I'll show you the colors once again. I paid $1.30 for this palette off TEMU, and this is a look I created. I think this performed excellently. Excellent. I'm more happy with this one than I was with the Smoke and Roses palette that I bought from TEMU, that I did a quick look in the video where I swatched them. This is a win. I think this performed as well as other palettes that I have that are name brand. So that's my kind of little review with this. I was very happy with the way it performed. As you saw, I just used a sponge applicator for the shimmers. It worked really well, I think. Love the colors, love the performance. If you see this on TEMU and you like these colors, pick it up, $1.30. Can't go wrong, just saying. This will be a favorite. I see myself using this quite a bit. So I'm done ranting and raving. Hopefully you were able to get something out what I had to say. I didn't bore you too bad. And if you see that palette on TEMU, $1.30, pick it up if you like the colors. You will not be sorry. Definitely worth it. If I get a chance, I might pick up a couple more of these for that price to share with some of you guys. So, and before I go, I want to mention my earrings. I mentioned in my Mask Monday that I would be wearing these. These are earrings that I got in a giveaway win from Kim at Kim's Happy Place. Really like them. Very pretty. When I saw them in the video, I was like, really can't see what they look like. I don't know about those. but I really like them. So until next time, bye everyone.